What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, man. I'm back with another video, and this weekend, what was on my mind was, I've been hearing a lot of things, from a lot of naysayers, traders that weren't successful, and we in the middle of a bull market, and the stock market at all-time highs, but at the same time, it's a lot of people who lost and down the market and not necessarily understanding how it worked. So as someone who's been doing it for years, I want to talk about it, man. I want to talk about it. So, I was going to wait, a week or two to do this video because I wanted to wait till the end of the year to show my P&L for the year again. I showed it a few times during the YOLO update, but I never did like a video about it. And this year, the P&L saying I went from $700 to like $15,000, which means I'm up like 2,000% on the account I be showing y'all. And I be having other accounts too, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I didn't just turn $700 into $15,000. I definitely had more money in that account. But in my personal situation, what happened was my job, cut my pay drastically. So I withdrew a lot of money from my trading account, which I never do, which I hate to do. I actually like to add money to my trading account when my job's paying well. You know what I'm saying? So I say the lowest the account probably ever got to this year was maybe $1,800, $2,800. I can't remember, but based on the money I withdrawn from the account, because I technically done took crazy profits already, is saying I done went from $700 to $15,000. And that kind of growth is possible. Like, I got call options on my watch list that did like 10,000%, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing this video not to like be like I made 2,000% or nothing like that. I'm doing this video for like all the people that may have lost this year, or the people that doubt the market, or the people that hate on people like me, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the haters is more antagonistic, but for the other two groups, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all what's really going on. I feel like what goes on a lot, especially with YouTube, we got influencers, we got courses, we got discourse, all that type of shit, and nothing knocking that, but I feel like it's about how people learn the market, and that's really like messing a lot of people up. Like, I listen to a lot of stock market haters, you know what I'm saying? A lot of bears, and I don't knock no bear. I can't knock no bear. I'm at it with y'all bears like a basketball game, you know what I'm saying? It's Bulls versus Lakers type shit, Bulls versus Bears. But I gotta respect the Bears because they got a real opinion on why they think something gonna go down. Because I shorted stock myself. I was thinking about shorting Uber. It's down 15% right now. I should have did it. I saw what the Bears did with SMCI, so you can't knock the Bears. But one person I knock every time is just the raw haters. The people who sit on the sidelines with like no skin in the game, don't do research on stocks, and just say everything gonna crash, everything gonna crash. Like, don't nobody want to hear that shit. If you're a real bear and you got a bear case, I listen to you. If you telling me, oh, the stock's overvalued for these reasons, oh, the business model's not sustainable, oh, revenue growth's gonna slow, oh, they're gonna miss. Like, give me a reason. Or like with SMCI, accounting fraud. Like, you got to give me a real reason out here. But like the haters who just like sit there and just buy the SPY and then do no research on stocks, brag about doing no research on stocks, and then sit here and tell people they know stocks finna crash, it's like the dumbest shit I ever heard. But back to a lot of my people who may have followed some of these people and lost money. What I feel like the main thing that messes people up is the distinction between day trading and swing trading. So like, me personally, I know how to day trade. You feel me? But I'm not an expert day trader. I'm more of a expert swing trader investor. I'm going to use that word expert lightly. You know what I'm saying? I have been doing this for over 10 years, so I do know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just come off like no guru or nothing like that. But what I feel messes people up is they learn day trading first, and they don't learn fundamentals, or they learn fundamentals second, and then for the most part, most of them never learn macro analysis. And that's going to have you looking at the stock market backwards. That's going to have you getting in and out of moves on the short term and not understanding what's going on in the long term. Like, I'm hearing people, I'm listening to one person, like, nothing against this guy. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching his channel. I look at the growth of other traders, small and large. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking at his channel, and he was following a YouTuber, and he was saying he lost a lot of money. And because he lost a lot of money, he went back to work, and he was trading to survive and all that. Like, my thing is, for one, you shouldn't be, like, quitting your job to trade. Like, I'll be the first to say that, because even in my last video, people was thinking that you need to quit your job, to trade stocks. Now, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying at all is work your job and put money in the market. And if you really do research and know what you're doing and do the right things, you're eventually going to end up probably making more money in your job, because stocks can outperform your job. But I say do them alongside each other. But, you know what I'm saying, I do put that market first. I ain't going to lie about that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't put that market first. You know what I'm saying? Because that market going to flip money faster than my job. But I never quit my job, because then I had to start living on my stocks. Like, that's what people don't understand. I'm a real trader. I hate when I got to live off my stocks, actually. I ain't no multi-millionaire yet. If I was a multi-millionaire and shit, you know, I might be saying something different. But as a real-life trader, bro, ain't nothing worse than making $20,000, $30,000 and having to spend $5,000, $10,000 of it on bills and real-life shit. I hate that. I hate that. You feel me? So if y'all ever hear me come on and talk about, oh, my job ain't paying, I'm living on the market, nigga, I hate that. I'm up there trying to get more opportunities. I'm trying to get better jobs, more money, because if I had $10,000 to put on Pound 10 when I first called it, I'd be a millionaire right now. I wouldn't be talking to y'all talking about I'm up tens of thousands. I'd be up this thing talking about I'm up high hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Like, it'd be different, you know what I'm saying? So what I want to tell people, the main point of this video is you got to learn macro analysis first. That's what I'm probably going to be stressing on this channel, because that's what made me what I am as a trader. A lot of people just talk about technical and fundamental analysis. They don't talk about macro analysis at all. And macro analysis is really the key, because the key is you got to look at what's going on in the world, what's going on in the economy, what's going on in politics, what's going on in technology. And once you do that, then you get to finding your companies that might benefit from what's going on in the world. Then you get to, okay, I found the company. What's the chart look like? Is it at a double bottom, double top? Is there a fair value gap in the order block? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I do it. And don't get it twisted. It's day traders who really make a living day trading. Like, you know, I watched a lot of ICT videos. You know, I learned from some traders way more skilled than me. But to be honest, you know, full-time day trading, that shit not for me. Like, you know, I day trade on the side. Like, side day trading is for me. I love it. But one thing I quickly learned when I learned how to day trade is, it's ironic. They teach you all these techniques to call moves and be able to get in and out, and then the final step is stop doing all that shit. Don't trade a lot. Like, the key to day trading is to not day trade every day, and that's like an oxymoron to most people. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are some day traders who really day trade every day and are profitable, but like, that's like the Hunger Games. Like, anybody doing that, I salute them. Like, it's people on YouTube doing that right now, you know what I'm saying? And I salute them, like, really day trading live. Like, of course they have losing days, but they really day trade, like, every day. And that's their main source of money in the markets. Like me, I'm a little different. I day trade on the side. My day trading activities would never destroy my account for any reason. I focus most of my money on swing trading. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to do research on the stock. Then I like to see, is the stock mooning? Is the research paying off? Is the stock picking up momentum? Then I like to see what kind of options I could buy. Then I use my day trading skills. And that brings me to my other point. Like, day trading skills, I feel if you want to be the best trader you could be overall, I feel like day trading skills are necessary. because you need to know a little bit about all parts of the market. You got to know your fundamental analysis. You got to understand the balance sheet of a company. You got to understand whether you're buying a profitable company or an unprofitable company. That's why you'll see me doing things like go overweight on one company, but I go underweight on another company because the company's not profitable or the company's not growing fast or it's a turnaround story. So I know that's more risky because I understand the balance sheet. You want to get in companies that are growing and hopefully and preferably profitable. You know, it don't always come like that, like a unicorn. That's why we love Palantir so much, because they had a lot of growth and they had a lot of money on the balance sheet and they didn't have no debt. So it was like, even when they was crashing, there was no way they could go bankrupt. But you got to understand all three parts of the market to really understand what's going on. If you understand the fundamentals, you understand there's no way the company can go bankrupt because they got billions of dollars on the balance sheet, even when the stock was crashing. Then if you look at the technicals, I mean, it's at a low, so that's obvious as hell. We don't know how long it's going to take to pan out, but it's at a low. I remember if I knew how to do what I'm doing right now with the camera back then, I would have showed y'all. If y'all looked at Palantir, I'm going to show it on one video. If you go back on the chart, I think it was the daily or the weekly like years ago. If you go back to the original breakout, Palantir the type of stock that just don't stay between 10 and 20 for long, and it goes up or it's under that level. Like, if you really looked at the technical analysis of it back in the day, you would have seen that. So my thesis was we need to buy Palantir, as much Palantir under 20 as possible. And, you know, that's why we eating right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say stuff like if I had $5, $10, $15,000 to hop in when I first called Palantir, I would have been a millionaire. But, you know, I work a regular job like the rest of y'all, so I didn't have that at the time. You know what I'm saying? But what I tell people is learn technical analysis, but go back, learn macro analysis, then learn fundamental analysis, then learn technical analysis. That's what's going to help you be able to really make moves out here. That's what y'all see me doing. Like, I will day trade, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why I feel like it's a good skill to have. Because when you know the stock you want to buy and you know why you want to buy the stock, now you need to get on that chart. You need to get on that 5 minute, that 2 minute, that 15 minute, that 4 hour, whichever one you prefer. Maybe not the 4 hour, that's more swing trade, but you need to get on that lower time frame and you got to find your entry the same way you would be finding your entry if you was day trading QQQ, if you was day trading SPY. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of my swing trades, I buy them planning to hold them for days, weeks, and months, but on my entry, when I got time, don't get it twisted, when I roll calls, like that's just me like trying to take profits and get like another call. But when I really get a good entry, I hop down on that not 1 minute, that 2 minute, that 5 minute, that 15 minute time frame, just like I was day trading and about to get out of it. That's why a lot of times you'll see me in a trade and it'll be up 50% the first day and I'll hold it anyway, because I bought it on a day trade entry and it wasn't about getting 50% first day. If we get 50% the first day, that's great, and sometimes we'll sell it, sometimes we won't, depending on what we think the stock will do. But that's why I say that's an important skill to have. But to all my people out here, like, you guys to keep going to work, but if you really want to get this money in these markets, you really got to live this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not an analyst by training. You see what I'm saying? I'm a trader. I would probably be an execution trader if I worked at a bank or a hedge fund. So my job is to listen to the analysts all day. I listen to the bulls all day. I listen to the bears all day. I listen to CNBC. I listen to traders better than me. I listen to traders who ain't better than me, investors, everything. So I form my opinion. You see what I'm saying? Based on all the information I take in. Then I look at the companies that I believe in and I dig deeper. You see what I'm saying? But what you got to do is you got to do that on top of your job. And then I'm telling you, if you really do it right and you're really in it for the long run and you really master these skills, you will make more money than the other people at your job. I never told people to quit their job, but what I will stand on in this market shit is that if you really get right in these markets, you do the type of shit that I be doing out here in these markets, you will make more money than the other people at your job. That's just what it is. Like, if you make $50,000 a year, you're going to be the type of person who keep $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 at all times. If you make $100,000 a year, you're going to be the person who keep, $300,000 on it, $200,000, $80,000, just more. And if you're a multi-millionaire for real, or a millionaire for real, you're going to end up that dude worth $1 million or $1 billion for real. That's how this market works. Like, You know, it can't just do unlimited backflips. Well, it can do unlimited backflips, I ain't gonna lie. But you know, we all start somewhere. Like, I started buying Palantir at 7. Someone who started buying Palantir at 7 with $100,000 has made it. You feel me? Someone like me, it was a game-changing decision for me. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say it's a life-changing, I'm a retired situation. It definitely put me in a good position. As with other stocks I call. I bought GameStop, made 30 times my money. Only had $1,000 in it. If I had $10,000 in that, $300,000. AMC, me and my partner turned $1,000 into $70,000. We knew it was risky. We knew the company was unprofitable. Only put $1,000 in it. We put $10,000 in that. That's $700,000. Tesla. I bought Tesla before the March lows, like in 2020. Made 10 times my money on Tesla for real. If I had put a lot of money in that, you get the point. So it's not about how much money you got. I mean, it's not about getting rich. It's about understanding what's going on in the stock market and taking opportunity with the capital you got. You see what I'm saying? But that's all for this video. I was just giving y'all a talk. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments. I'm going to see y'all in this next video, man.